I mean, we all kind of hung out at this one bar for an open mic, and Ryan and I were doing one kind of project, and Clayton and Eric were in another band, and we all kind of just started hanging out.
I saw Clayton's Immortal shirt.
So polite.
Yeah, and I asked him about it because he was the only metalhead there besides me. So that's how I became to know Clayton, because he came back and actually talked to me.
Yeah.
Me and Eric went to high school together.
And he introduced me to Eric.
Yeah, we were doing like a bluegrass kind of project, and we met them because we were both doing like weird indie stuff, and we just bonded over music that we liked. I don't really think the band's going in a different direction than when we started.
We're happy with where we're at.
We've always been just like making the songs with what we thought sounded cool, like not even really being like, oh, well, we have to be this kind of band or that kind of band.
Yeah.
Really just like, oh, well, that's a nice riff. We'll go ahead and put it in the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our riffs are just based on feeling at the time. We like to, like, have fun and, like, try to project that at shows. So it's, like, I think it really reflects, like, our personalities really reflect in our songs in general. It's kind of, like, it's nice, too, because we get the same reaction from people, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think
I think
all of us
here.
Since we're only 3 out of 4, but all 4 of us are from Omaha. Well, Eric's from Blair, actually, but
same
Omaha.
difference. Same difference.
Same difference.
He's the out-of-towner.
But yeah, we all born and raised in Omaha.
That's a hard question.
I feel like all of us kind of bonded musically and over just our history of
anything in general,
listening
really.
to heavy music, but with like, some Southern rock influences.
Then you got your pop stuff you got me into as well.
Yeah.
And we don't incorporate that as much, but it's like I don't know. That's definitely like we have other side interests besides metal.
I'd say all of us kind of similarly. We found that kind of that groove metal rock riff based kind of stuff. Sabbath primarily.
We all like Black Sabbath, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
And just kind of ran with that.
A little too much.
Yeah, a lot of Black Sabbath and Judas Priest and just like old heavy metal stuff is what we primarily like. All like if our Venn diagram of musical taste was around, like that's where we would all settle. But then we all listen to different stuff and kind of all bring that and like
stuff that you listen to when you're 12 and you still listen to it when you're 20. Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have the perfect one.
I don't know. I think personally for me, it's just like the road antics. It's just when everyone's packed into a van and you're driving and you just get a few good running jokes that just tend to incorporate themselves in the entirety of the tour.
There's a lot that
and then
can't
lasts
be
for
said.
2 weeks, the whole tour.
It lasts for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I guess like funniest. I don't know. There's almost too many to count. You're just hanging out with guys that you goof around with. Ames is funny in its own way, I guess. I don't know. Just a lot of inside jokes, I think, is what makes it funny. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
I got a good story. One time we were in Indianapolis and you were asleep in the van.
Yeah.
And me, you, and Eric, we walked to the gas station.
No, I wasn't there. I was asleep.
Yeah.
You were asleep.
I was in the back of the van.
Yeah, we were walking down the street.
Isn't that crackhead that followed
Yeah, this lady started following us, and she was. I don't want to say she was a mime because she was saying weird shit, but she was very mime-like.
She had like a white mask, white gloves.
Yeah, she had white mask, white gloves, and she was like crossing the street like this. And then like some people thought she was following us down the street like to the van, just tweaking out.
Yeah.
And like some people came like in their car next to her and were like filming her, and she looked at us and was like, "Smile for the camera, boys." And then like just whisked off into the night. That was probably the weirdest thing that happened on tour. At least I thought that was pretty weird and funny. What about you? Do you got one? I've got another.
It's kind of like funny, but maybe not for Eric. But
oh yeah,
like we went to.
He's
Kearney.
not here to
We went to
defend
Kearney.
himself.
We played a show. Like I got pretty hammered, like right off the bat, and I like kept going. Pints of beer, and like when we were driving back home, I was pretty wrecked, and I kept passing out the van. I at least puked like 5 times, and like
We stopped just about every
every
mile and a half
time,
or so.
and like I
Just
felt
pull
so
over.
bad the next day. I was like, Eric hates me. Eric literally hates me. But it was funny because like like Nick, Elsa, and Eric, they're like they're cool about it. They took care of me, but it was just like I thought it was funny because that's like the gnarliest thing I've done. I don't know. It was funny in its own perspective, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I could really think of off the top of my head.
Tour's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
You try it sometime. Well, we practice at the School of Rock right now.
It
It's
goes
like,
in between, yeah.
Yeah, it goes in between places. Like our practice space is kind of stagnant. Not stagnant, it's kind of fluctuating right now. But we practice at School of Rock, which is like this organization where people send their kids and they learn like Nirvana songs and stuff.
36 pairs of pants plays.
36.
Yeah, if you've
They
ever
all
heard of
pick
them,
out band
that's
names,
what
and
they're
some of
from.
them are pretty
It happens
sick.
to be my favorite band.
But as far as songwriting goes, lately we all just like kind of write a riff and then we're like, oh, this sounds cool and this sounds cool, and we'll kind of like meld them together or like figure out things that go in between them. Like, oh, well, this we play this can lead into this riff, and like, oh,
We'll have, a solid few riffs together, and then Eric's like, well, I've been working on some lyrics, and so, we just put some stuff on it. Ryan's got lyrics. Honestly, I think the one thing that I appreciate about this group as opposed to other people that I've played with is we all definitely have a fairly equal part in the writing process. It's never
exactly.
like, oh, this is any one in particular song or, this or that, because we've all kind of either written our own parts or
everybody's
lyrics
put their
for ourselves.
everybody's put their own personal touches on every song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy like when you write a song and it ends up like being more significant because people like I don't know, they really tap into that song with you because you're like stoked on it as well. Like so like when you see people are like super into it, and you can tell too because like everyone's just going nuts, and we've seen it like so many times, but it's like it's the enthusiasm stuff we put into our music, and it just I don't know, man, it's like it's really like crazy lately because it's like it's been really hitting me, like people singing the words and stuff like that. It's just like slapped me in the face recently. I got teary-eyed, to be quite honest with you. I kind of had to look at my amp for a minute. I was just like, man, if writing songs means this much to people, I'm just gonna keep doing this as long as I can.
Well, not only that, I mean, for me it's that, and then also it's cool, like, because we all have our own kind of influence in the songs, when we're performing, we, Ryan and I look at each other for this, harmonized guitar part that we do and know that, like, that was a group effort, and that stuff's really cool too, I guess.
Yeah. The little...
the
flourish,
the
flourish,
stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, we have a Bandcamp you can purchase all of our currently recorded material on, from our EP to our single, and
I think you can stream most of it for free on YouTube too.
Yeah, you can also stream most of it pretty much for free if you want to listen to it. If you want to try before you buy.
For the most part, we
As the
bring
old
our
Blockbuster
CDs to
ad
shows,
taught me.
but we've been really dumb on our luck about that because we tend to space out because sometimes I don't know who has them. I think most of the time it's Eric.
Sure.
So like the last few shows, I'm like, everyone's like, oh, can I have a CD? I'm like,
Yeah, we're trying.
I'm like, yeah, let's get a CD. I'm like, oh.
We're trying to
like,
taper
it's not
off.
fair, dude. I'm so sorry. Like I just told 3 people.
We're trying to taper off with like the old CDs because we'll probably start recording like the full length soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's our next mission.
We're busy boys. Work a lot.
I think that's.
I love AJ and Greg so much.
I don't remember much of it. I bashed my head on the door frame pretty hard. So it's pretty fuzzy, but I had a good time before that.
It was incredibly fun.
Yeah, I know.
I had a blast.
Great guys.
And like AJ's super hands on with everything. Like it's like really like reassuring that like we're in the hands of like a professional. So it's like super. It's like the recording's gonna like come out like the way you would.
I like that. They. I like that we got to record with our own amps because honestly, a lot of people we talked to were like, no, digital everything, and I mean like, that's what we wanted, and they worked around that, which I liked.
Yeah, and I mean, I felt like it was, even for us, just kind of, it felt like mostly we were just kind of jamming and goofing around for most of the day, but it was always
Yeah.
kind of a sense of direction.
It made a
throughout
big
the
difference
entire day.
though, being in the same room.
Yeah, exactly. Being able to rock it all out as a band as opposed to like,
It's
okay,
like
we're gonna
Sabbath
put you in
and
this booth
stuff like
and
that. You know, like
not
it's
gonna
more
have your
personal.
amp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more
It was
personal.
fun, and we got stuff done. So it was a good time. On the record, off the record's pretty good.
I guess, but also to answer the if we plan on working with them in the future, I think that's something that we've discussed. Definitely that
Strong
we
possibility.
were
for sure.
very very.
We're in talks. Our people are getting in touch with their people.
I mean, we were happy enough with the single that I feel like that's definitely the sound and the.
It was a pretty strong response, man.
Yeah, exactly,
It's a-
exactly. People
yeah.
dig the sound. We dig
Yeah.
the sound. Yeah, it's very likely we'll work with them in the future.
Go on tour with any existing band. Like no matter how big, too, right? Is that the stipulation? No matter how big.
Yeah, just an existing band.
Probably King Diamond, because I could watch him play every single night for a long time.
I would like to tour with Night Demon because I think they put on a hell of a live show.
They're
And
a
it'd be
good band.
super awesome to see that every night.
That's
Because
the double
I
Night
feel like I'd be
Demon plug.
spoiled.
The double night. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
fuck! I
Double
forgot you
Demon.
wore the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Night Demon's a good
Oh,
band.
my bad.
Shit.
Whoops. Yeah.
For me, I don't know. To be out of I guess our genre, I'd like to tour with Mac DeMarco and his band because they seem like they have a good time. And I
Is that
wouldn't
within our
mind-
genre?
No, I said going outside of our genre.
I was gonna say
Okay.
I've never listened to Mac DeMarco, so I don't know.
I met him on my
I don't know. I
birthday.
think Red Fang would be fun to tour with. I'd enjoy seeing them, and they also seem like they have a good time. I feel like those are my two stipulations.
That'd have to be Riverbirds. Yeah, that'd have to be like
Mac, yeah.
something a little different.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Red Fang would be a fun band to tour with in our genre with Supermoon. If I get you looking at my woman, you look at my woman.
I can't get Jesus Cristo el Crocodilo.
So if you
Rose
may-
Central.
He's my Moonhog buddy.
Yeah, dude, he's our brother.
we're missing,
Co-pilot
we're
in the
missing our fourth
Moonhog.
member. Eric, our drummer, wasn't able to make it to the interview, but we missed him.
For real though. He's like
okay.
he's
His
like our
band just
brother though.
might have
Like,
blown up.
I love the hell of that dude. Like I love.
Hyperdrive
Yeah.
went out on.
Hyperdrive went out on the moon.
Hyperdrive went on the
Hyperdrive
Moonhog.
went out, couldn't make it. I totally mean that, not sarcastically. You guys are like really professional and cool. Totally. Sorry, I was still in roast mode. You guys are pretty cool though.
Still in
You guys
roast
are nice and cool.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
No.
I mean,
No.
you just never know.
You'll never know.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
Sourcasm.
Is that right? Sourcasm.
Yeah, sourcasm. Are you giving me sourcasm?
Chasm.
You guys
Sour
are assholes.
chasm.
Anyway, okay, see ya. Bye.
This interview's over.
This interview's over.
I'm sorry, Eric.